Hello. Ah, great. Good stuff. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mom's Basement Streams. I suppose that makes me your host today. I'm Aaron. Um, Today we will be streaming a less than clever named deck. I like to call it. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Terrible blue red Delver. Please don't leave. So the this list is actually a one based on one that ended up going at absolute least. The list was completely undefeated as of round 8 at the last SCG Open, which was a team event, but also it ended up getting 14th place. So all in all, pretty good record. For those of you who don't know, I have a second screen finally. We did it. The core of this deck is, well, it's a wasteland deck. It's very typical of Delver. But what's interesting about this particular list is the inclusion of this card. I can't highlight it. I can't drag it anywhere. Well, Pteramander is new card. A lot of hype by some people. Me. For Blue-Red Delver. It ends up acting like a Gurmag Angler because Blue-Red is always sort of a Spellslinger deck. Uses a lot of instants and sorceries. And so generally you're able to turn Pteramander, a 1/1 flyer, into a 5/5. Blue Tombstalker, not bad. The other unique thing about this list is this card. Now, sure, sometimes it costs 3 mana, but we are on 7 burn spells, 8 if we count Vapor Snag. We are on 8 flying threats and 2 true names. So getting that damage in to be able to use it to draw 2, not particularly hard. So we also have, so this ends up being like a draw 2. Think of it as a thought cast. That's decent. Might not be a recall. A thought cast is fine. Out of the side, we have problems with decks that go really wide. Anything that runs Young Pyromancer is going to be annoying for us. So are decks with Baleful Strix. Electrickery is a nice, clean way of dealing with that. In some instances, it's actually better than Forked Bolt, because 2 mana to kill everything, or 1 mana just to kill one thing. It's pretty good. We have Snapcaster. Personally, I'd use Mission Briefing because it lets us flashback Force of Will and Daze, and it also counts for Young Pyromancer. Snap can't do that. Oh, also, Mission Briefing would let us light up the stage from the graveyard. Just saying. We have Flusterstorm and Hydroblast. Pretty standard counterspell speed. We have Surgical Extractions, because fast combo is just... yeah, it's a thing. We have Blood Moons. This is a bit different than normal blue-red lists, because most blue-red lists that are on Wasteland, well, they're on Stifle. That's the big defining feature about this one. It's not running Stifle, which means that it's more aggressively posed, and we aren't trying to tempo our opponents out, per se. We're trying to get them dead with a flurry of card advantage. And then the Blood Moon lets us change game plans. A Braid is for Stoneforge decks and Eldrazi, and that's about it. This is closer to like a rug list than a blue-red list, really. But we're going to run it. Let's go. Alright. I don't know what I'm looking to play against this round. Not Bob. I really, okay, give me Grixis Delver Boy in, 2 rounds? Some amount of warm-up, please? for those of you who are joining us, I see we have some more viewers. Uh, welcome. Welcome, stranger. I don't have the thing that like Eris would end up doing, which is have ha ha ha, thank you. But in Resident Evil 4, mmm, mmm, yeah. Can you guess? Chat, can you guess if we're gonna mulligan this? We're gonna mulligan this. This is fine. Ish. Storm. Nice. This may be a skosh tougher than I was initially anticipating, but that's fine. Another weird thing about this list is that we don't have price of progress. A lot of the time, price of progress is sort of a... Oh, thank God. They're actually just on some sort of weird Delver deck. Blue-Red Delver, well, it has pretty good matchups against the other Delver decks in the format. Not especially great when it comes to dealing with fast combo. Now, we can run out a young Pyro here, or we can play out a Pteramander. So if they are on Big Gurmag plan, well, let's run out the Pyro, because I'd rather have this extra blue card to pitch to Force and leave up Vapor Snag retain the Vapor Snag, not leave it up, for a Gurmag Angler. So now we're just going to wait for them to do something. I would love if this gets back to our turn to play spells. This one's interesting. I think that has to be done. The Pteramander loses a lot of equity here. So... I want this Chain Lightning live. More importantly, I want the Vapor Snag, because they're going to be able to fetch and run a Gurmag out. Alternatively, they might be on like... so recently a Ninjas list actually did pretty well. Well, not Ninjas, it was just Yuriko. Yuriko is a 1/3... Oh. Yep, they're gonna be able to get a Gurmag out. So this... How do I get... Okay, that's Yuriko. She becomes a... She ends up returning, and she has ninjutsu, which means that she plays really nice with Bitter Blossom and Baleful Strixes. And she can end up just Dark Confidanting. But your opponent loses life, not you. Which is arguably pretty good. Ooh, cool Fizz. Thank you. I yeah, when your gameplay horizon is like maybe 3 turns, it feels a bit Yu-Gi-Oh. That's not me putting Yu-Gi-Oh down because I'm a big fan of the Yu-Gi Boys, but other hand, well, sometimes you want a skosh more, just just a wee bit. For whoever. Oh, hold on, wait. Who's lying? Clever, who are you calling a liar? Jerry boy, why you lying? And welcome to Lightening Up with Terrible Delver. Okay, so here, well, we're going second. Those can just go. I don't want any of those. I do want these. Going, let's sort by CMC. So if we are going first next game, we can run in some Blood Moons. Chat, please get smaller. Thank you. We can bring in a Braid. It helps us deal with Delvers. Let's see. Let's sort by color. So we have 22 blue, which means we might be able to sneak in a Force or 2. I don't know if we need 3 Pyroblasts or we can make do with... Okay, we probably... Okay, we don't have the Hydroblast in there. Sort by CMC again. I think... well, no. Trimming a light up the stage seems reasonable. Because we're on draw. Let's actually see which list they're on because we can't really draw any conclusions from what they've played. It turns out when your opponent kind of does nothing and dies, bit harder. Yeah, that's good. I'd like a fetch land, though. A fetch to get a basic island would be pretty stellar. Okay, so he's just on boring Grixis Delver. They're so much more exciting with Deathrite Shaman. What happened to you? I see that smugness, Jeremy. I see that smug ass. Is that a Jack Demus? Yeah. That's what I mean when I say Deathrite. It's how legacy mid-range players say I love you. It's like how modern burn players say bolt you to say love you. Legacy mid-range players just say Deathrite. And hope to feel less sad. Yikes. We don't have any plays here, so we're going to F6. Okay, well, so Deathrite did have one downside. You were running a green card. Pew, 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 pew. Shots fired. I can't really say anything. Well, actually, I can. I run Bug. I'm running just a blue-black deck. Leovold is a blue card and a black card. Sylvan Library is a blue card. And Tarmogoyf is the best blue creature ever printed, so seems good to me. It's not like I'm running any sort of weird... No, I need a body out here now. This is going to get dangerous for him very fast, if he doesn't deal with things. Because suddenly, Chain Lightning's put on much more of a clock. I'm not sure... So let's see, we have 2, 3, 4, 5... Or, wait, we have 6. Yeah, we're going to be able to... Interesting note, if this card, its activation to evolve, not transform, were just 6, it would be way better. Which, honestly, the 1 mana doesn't seem like a lot, but oftentimes is an almost exorbitant amount. So we'll see how what they do in terms of play. Okay. Alright, so we have one really rough turn where they're likely going to play... Well, you know, that's fine. It's going to be a less rough turn than I thought. So he's going to get that flip guaranteed. That makes me a little sad. I don't... Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm not super attached to my life total at the moment. Okay. We need a red source. This hand was too greedy of a keep, I will admit. The good news is that, well, if we draw into a burn spell, we can end up killing off his bug, flustering the anything. Hydroblast, that's what it is. And then being able to hopefully not die. Please don't have the counterspell. Please no counterspell, please no counterspell. Nope. That's pretty unfortunate. Hello to anybody. Hold on. Oh, yep. I'll attack with one of you. Because I need to throw the other one in front of a Gurmag next turn. This is less than swell. And if you're new to the stream, please like and subscribe. Okay. Last Hope is gonna really bite here. Yeah. You know, that's much better than I was expecting. 1, 2, 3, 4. The electricity might have been a bit too much. That's alright, though. So, one of the reasons why Blue-Red is considered to have one of the strongest Delver Mirror matchups. Yeah, we'll just concede that. Is because it has basics. The question is, okay, Snap is... I don't think we're going to get enough mana to use Snap really effectively. Electricity is probably not so many of. Pyroblast is nice and all, but it's not probably where we want to be. Flusterstorm is meh. I would rather have... So Light Up the Stage can... We want all of our dazes. Snap is weird because he does theoretically let us do some stuff that we otherwise wouldn't, but he's not. Okay, so maybe one less Blood Moon. We go up with Flusterstorm? 3 Pyroblast was too many. I know that. Electricity is a good way of dealing with Bitter Blossoms. Okay, one, so good is an exaggeration. The Salamander is the fucking heat. No, you two are great. That's a lie. You two are the best. As is anyone else who's watching this and doesn't immediately just pretend I'm not alive. I don't want to cut any Light Up the Stages. It's such a fun card. We're just going to play like this. Yes, I'd definitely like to play first. We have a turn 1. Yeah, we got that. Turn 1 play. I want an island. All I wanted. Just a basic island. Light Up the Stage is such a cool card. So I can play a Misty and leave up a Brainstorm activation, or I can play a Wasteland and leave up a Ruin Your Day. Just fetch a Volk and let me wasteland you. Okay, he did not do what I was hoping he would. Yeah, that's fine. So I can brainstorm here. Potentially find a daze. I want to keep my Pteramander alive. Huh. Well. You know, that's pretty alright. Want this mountain. So if he plays a Delver, I want to be able to... Okay. So we'll draw into the mountain. We'll be able to play a Delver. Hopefully just wasteland him off his rocker. That was a mistake. So if he fetches, casts a spell, and then dazes, he is in a less problematic position. Would you say that joke was sick? Please tell me you're gonna 2-for-1 yourself to save your land. Huh? Oh, he's trying to flip the Gurmag. Oh, no. He just misclicked really bad. So we're gonna reveal that. Did not retain priority. Need to Remember that upkeep. Oh, he forgot to retain priority to daze his Hydroblast to return his volcanic island to his hand. He used the Hydroblast. Um, so what he can end up doing to prevent me from being able to successfully wasteland him is bounce the volcanic island to his hand to counter his own Hydroblast. Now he's being punished for not having done that because he doesn't have a red source. And honestly, I'm going to be able to start throwing. So that's 2. We got up to 3 spells engrave. The Pteramander. Its activation costs 5 then? That's alright. Pyro? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be able to make Pteramander really big next turn. Okay, so he's going to land that, but it won't matter because Pteramander will be really big. And we'll be swinging for 8 next turn. He'll be at 7. I really wanted to be able to use Light Up the Stage of this game. Unless he has, nope, he can't snuff out. He could Slaughter Pact me. He did not seem like a happy boy. But, on to the next one. Yeah, so, really, really wanted to see this card. The Pteramander, I'm actually, as weird as it sounds, because it didn't do too much, pretty impressed by. Because normally, honestly, Swift Spear ends up becoming just the most lackluster thing in existence, so this is still a pretty big improvement. So we have 3 threats, we have interaction, yeah, we can keep this. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna show him who's boss next turn when we don't technically draw a whole bunch of extra cards. Yeah, that's actually pretty worth it in my opinion. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, actually, we don't have anything we can do here. Grab a Volk? Next turn, we can do 12. I mean, that's sure. Here, yeah, that's this is a cloud post. So he is doing some crazy locus pocus. Yeah, it's a promo. You don't really see it very often. Wow. Okay. Hmm. So we 6, we get a pyro token. Yes. That's pretty good. So if he Endbringers us, we can counter the Endbringer. All right, I'm digging this deck. I'm feeling it. What is this reaction image? What is this Twitch boy? Light up the stage though. I've gotten to cast it exactly once. And to be honest, I'm already quite impressed. On a 1? So we counter that. Get another token. Yeah, that's fine. Can't do anything about that. There we go. That's quite all right in my book. So let's see. If I blow up the cloud post, he has so I can throw. If I use the days on the chain lightning, get 2 more tokens, can block, or we'll end up having tough one. I think I just end up going with it like it is. Okay. Well, now True Name is probably a little bit worse here than we need a braid. We also need days, but I don't know what even. Okay, so Chain Lightning probably a little bit less good. So True Name, good in fair matchups, but because his deck is, let's see, sort by. Actually, let's sort by color. On 25 blue spells. Sort by CMC. How many 1-drops are we on? 23. Really tough. Really don't want to cut any number of daisies, but I think going second, I need to. But we definitely need the Blood Moons. I think there's probably an argument for cutting some number of cards for surgical extractions, but I don't like it. Yeah, this one is better because this one gives us a much faster clock. We have a Brainstorm, we have a Delver. We don't have any response. What? That is a Thespian stage. Well, I must admit, I'm a bit bamboozled. That's kind of crappy. Well, So we're just beating in. Because we can't actually do anything as it stands. Yep. Take the pyro. That's kind of crappy. But we have the best mana deprivation plan, like, we can muster. We can also kill his Thoughtmancer, which we won't. Because all we're doing is just throwing things into our graveyard to be countered. The good old throw things into Chalice of the Void. So if he doesn't play anything, we win. Yep. That was just nice. Smooth sailing. We did it, boys. This deck is fun. Like, holy cow. This deck is just... Oh, we're playing against an ironic gentleman. Implying there's an unironic gentleman. I would like to go first, though. I'm going to keep this. Crap. Wait, what are you... Okay, so he's on Storm. But what Storm list is my question? Show me that light up the stage. 2 engrave. So next turn, play a... So we have double days if we need to. Oops, I put the bolt on top. That was a screw up. I'm not... So, let's see. He ends up Well, the good news is that a Pteramander can be live next turn. Hmm. Well, this is actually pretty decent clip. Not as... Not anything particularly nuts. He's playing around price progress, and that's nice. Because I imagine if he had better fixing right now, we would be in a much worse spot. But instead, he's having to fetch out his basics, which is kind of a saving grace. Blue-red has always had mixed matchups against Storm. So he's pitched Tendrils and Tutor. What do you have in grave? So let's see. Bolt goes to 5. He has just duresses and... So now he won't have enough mana to cast anything he needs to. He can Infernal Tutor for not enough to kill me, I don't think. Wait, no, he can Tutor LED. That was a bad line on my part. Damn. I needed to do that. Well, okay, let me think. So if I had... I counter... I think the only thing I could have done differently was if I had bolted him that one turn, I would have gotten an extra 4 damage in 1. That is my mistake. Electrickery is being considered because it is... Well, the important thing is that goblins. Lots and lots of goblins. Don't know if I need all the pyroblasts here. Huh. So he doesn't know we're on Wasteland, though, which is good, because if he did, that could potentially be problematic. Yeah, this seems about as good as we're gonna get. No. Keep that. Get a Volk. We run out of Delver. We needed to... I needed to have not screwed that up last game. During my upkeep... So, contrary to popular belief, this card, Flusterstorm, isn't actually as good against Storm as people might make you think. The reason being is that most of their cards generate more, are at a mana surplus. Normally it's like 2 or 3, which means that Flusterstorm is best used early, well, not early, at a point where you might be able to keep them from getting the advantage they need to go off. Do I just fetch and bolt them? Or do I save it and just brainstorm? Tough one. Huh. So yeah, this deck has been pretty good to me. I'm honestly quite surprised. Okay, that's better. Okay. No. Yeah, you're not going to be able to pay for that Flusterstorm. So that is when Flusterstorm can be used in such a way that it prevents someone from going off. That's pretty much the only time it does. So I definitely want to put that away. Pteramander is probably too slow. If I ponder here... What if I Chain Lightning here? So you can go back. You can go back. Now, the question is whether or not I want to leave this Tarn on top or shuffle. See, that Dark Crit would have been really good.